And welcome back, everyone. Ellington here, and we are back on Total War Rome 2. We have got ourselves a 2 versus 2 today, and this is on the settlement of Tur. Now, I believe this is the small version of Tur. Typically, this settlement comes out all the way, like, out here. So, we've got a 2 versus 2 with... On the attacking side, we have got Arverni being commanded by Dragonfire Play. They are the ones who sent in the battle today. We've got Galatia being commanded by Big Gamer. For the defenders, we have two other good factions. We've got Seleucid being commanded by Just the Tip, and Masacely being commanded by Delicate, I believe is how it's supposed to be pronounced. But like I said, so this is on the settlement of Tur. Honestly, Tur can be a little pain in the butt to attack. I don't think I've ever seen it on small, though, so this should be kind of interesting. Obviously, the defenders have no artillery on the walls. The attackers brought two, so they've got two giant ballistas here. Arverni and Galatia have one. I think they were attempting to bust down walls, but it seems like they may have stopped firing. At first, I saw, Galatia was kind of throwing, just volleys out, which is never a really good idea. You want to insert to your artillery and fire it manually because it's just more accurate. Well, I don't even know if it's more accurate, but it saves ammunition. You're not just lobbing 4 rocks at a time and maybe hitting one. You're firing one at a time, and it tends to save your ammunition quite a bit. Celtic warriors kind of getting shot up by some Persian lights, actually. I was going to say Syrians, but Levy Freeman looks like they're trying to go for the towers, and they did take some damage. Look at that, 50 or 60 kills from the hillmen on the walls. Ooh, but look. Okay, never mind. It's just a Scorpion. I thought that Masacely was, using the one thing that desert factions get, which is deployable artillery on defense. Nobody else gets that other than factions like Masacely, Nabatea, Kush, and Saba. Wall 7 damage. They had one down to 60 damage. And, okay, they're still hitting it. So it seems to be basically this wall right here. Here, I'll do it in green. Right there. So that one a little bit over. He's at 75% though. So far, nothing on the outside. I was paying attention for any sally outs or anything, but doesn't seem to be anything coming from the defenders here. Masacely and Seleucid are obviously two tough factions, but so are Arverni and Arverni and Galatia. Excuse me. It's going to be kind of interesting because, Seleucid is going to be a little bit outmatched here with the infantry. Syrians just kind of lobbied volleys over here and wasting ammo on Celtic warriors. I'm really not a fan of that. 72 out of 160 from Persian Lights, 58 kills, 27. Got some slingers up here. But yeah, I'd be saving my ammo for the, Chosen Swords and the Galatian Legionaries and such. Okay, we got an advance from Galatia. Galatian Swords moving their way forward. Same with some mercenary Syrian archers. It looks like now that their wall is down, they are ready to begin their assault. I would hold these units for just a minute until these guys get a bit closer. These two units are not going to take the settlement by themselves. So you don't want to waste these guys, send them in right now and then they get obliterated before anything else can even make their way in. Celtic's still getting shot, but is that Slinger is actually able to get a shot there? Look at that. Sneaking right down the little area there. Now Hillman charging from Seleucid, but here comes the back shots. I think those slingers, look at that. But there's the counter. We got the Gallic Hunters from Arverni now shooting into the tribal slingers up on the hill. The Syrians seem to have left. The Syrians were up here too, but they are not up there. Definitely not defending those tribal slingers. Okay, the Hillmen able to take down the first unit there. They have 76 kills, but I think a lot of those came from that right here. Did that unit break? I think it shattered, yeah. Or it just was obliterated, one of the two. Tribal Slinger's about to die, only 13 kills. A little bit of a pause again. They, decided not to send in more yet. The Gallic Hunters now beginning to shoot over at the Desert Legionaries. Excuse me, sorry. I don't personally think it's a good shot. Oh wait, yes it is, because they're facing the wrong way. Haha, yeah it is. I was about to say, why are we shooting them frontally? But they're not. I'm actually trying to figure out how they haven't taken losses yet. I think the Syrians beginning to shoot too. Or trying at least. Ballista, 25 kills and 14. Unfortunately, the Legionaries figuring it out before any losses are taken. Maybe HP damage was done, possibly. No, this one's already taken 15 losses. Looks like maybe artillery, possibly. Okay, so we do have units dropping. Levy Freeman coming in from Galatia. And now a possible advance. Nope, they're just readjusting their lines. A pretty good option would be maybe a Syrian over here to shoot into that. Might be able to get those guys off the wall there. 28 kills. Tribals are gone. Scorpion's still sitting back here. The other tribal with 15 kills. So usually this is a hill that you have to walk up to get, through just an open section, not a gate. And then the final point, is right in here. For this one, the final point, I believe, is this right here. A lot of Celtic Warriors lost, but they have charged in. 33 kills and 15 kills. The Desert Legionaries are going to be able to take them on fine, but the Hillmen are not. Now, Desert Legionaries are using formation attack. You can see by how clean the formation is staying. And it actually isn't really a good thing. It means that a lot of your unit doesn't... Look at this. So this is a prime example. Look how small the pocket of fighting is. What's happening, these guys aren't even getting involved in the combat, and yet the unit is still getting exhausted by them being, quote-unquote, in combat. So if you're going to get exhausted, don't you want to have all your men fighting to do it? These guys are not getting kills. This guy doesn't have a helmet. He just has, like, a bald spot. Look at that. Look at this guy. He's just, I don't need a helmet. I've got the protection of our Messacelie gods to protect me. Mwahaha. Levy Freeman gone. They need more units. Maybe not a bad idea to throw a Celtic up there now. Got a bit of a problem because you got 3 units of Celtic Warriors that are pretty much surrounded here. And they need help. So a Celtic up on the tower would not be a terrible idea. Maybe another one, actually. It might at least force the Desert Legionary back from here. Looks like they are going to send one through the breach, which I guess is fine. Maybe a Galatian would be fine up the wall. But it doesn't look like they're going to do that either. We got a lot of Chosen Swords back here. We do have movement from the Galatian Legionaries. Looks like they're just kind of shifting forwards. Gallic Hunters are up here, and now they are shooting into the backs of the Desert Legionaries. So that should start doing some good damage. It's not bad. They are taking losses. But man, these Celtics are dropping fast. Syrians back up at the wall. Auxiliary Syrians getting ready to counter that. It must be wooded up here, because every time they stop shooting, they go invisible again. Which is kind of a pain in the ass. Means it's kind of hard for them to counter-target those Syrians. Once again, they're facing the wrong way. Take big losses. Look at that. They've lost 62 men and have no kills. This is what we call the definition of nuking. And all of it gone. All the Celtic warriors completely obliterated. 180 kills. Where'd the other... Did they kill the whole unit? No, they're... Yeah, they must have killed the whole thing. Look at that, 50 kills with 0 kill. It was 50 kills with 50 men with 0 kills. Gosh. Look at this. Now you send the unit up the tower? Now? After all these guys are dead? Come on. You should have done this 3 minutes ago. You gotta do that while these guys are still fighting, because now what's the point? Now they're able to readdress to these units. Oy vey. Ooh. Don't pack up like this, guys. They got 2 artilleries looking right out the gun at you. Right down the barrel. 41 kills. 189 kills. Holy shnikes. Send units in the breach. Send units in the breach. Send units in the breach. Come on, chant in the comment section. Send units in the breach. There we go. You gotta do these in coordinated assaults, guys. Because, you know, you send these guys in with nothing over here, and that means the defenders just come in and swarm. Everything comes through the breach. Well, then on the opposite side, if you only send units over here, then they swarm those. You need to coordinate between the 2 of them. Get a unit to watch over here. Bring your archers forward to maybe counter back these. Need another unit to hold here. You don't even have to fully attack it, but hold it. There we got Hillman charging Galatian swords. Also some Thorough Spears here. 64 kills on the Thorough Spears. Galatian swords, 18 kills now. They're really just kind of getting shot from every angle over here, aren't they? But here's the archers. Yes. Ooh, but they're shooting the Desert Legionaries over here. They are getting kills, so I guess that's the main thing. Sorry, just kind of looking around. Getting some views. Need more men. Need more men. You're down to 2 of these guys. You gotta get guys in there. Come on. Not Gallic Hunters. Those are the wrong guys to send. Guys. 1 and 2. You gotta get more troops into this combat. You're doing a good job with the archers, but these Galatian swords are not going to last forever. So if these die before you get units in, then their death literally was useless to you. It did nothing, because now the whole thing starts all over again. See, watch. This unit's going to die. Now the next unit that comes in, they can once again, they can just focus it down. That's all they have to do. So it does look like this is just kind of a little pocket corner. I don't know why the Gallic Hunters are all the way up front here. They do have 150 kills, so maybe they're out of ammo. Syrian or Persian Light Archers going into combat for the defenders. Once again, must be out of ammo. I'm not a fan of that, though. Leave your out of ammo archers at the back or something. Let them float your army losses penalty. What I mean by that is that, you know, the more men you have alive, the longer it takes for army losses to take effect. So even though they're out of ammo, doesn't mean they have no value. Their value can kind of float your numbers. They can kind of bullshit your numbers a little bit, where the game, like, you know, thinks, oh, you have, you know, 320 extra men alive. So, you know, you definitely don't have army losses yet. Okay, there we go. Good push. Good push. Now remember, spread the love. Spread the love. You know, maybe try and get it on the wall to kind of sloop around here. There we go. Although the Galatian Sword should probably just turn around and break that. Because let's be honest, its Galatian Sword is not going to break right... Well, it's a Numidian Light, so yeah, go ahead, that's fine. I misread the banner, I thought it was a Desert Legionary. Spread the love, Arverni. Send a unit over here. Arverni, send a unit over here, buddy. Help! Help them! Help them! Thorough spears just laying in their jabbies. The Galatian Syrians shooting over at the Syrians from no, these are Persian Lights, excuse me. Syrians 67, 71, 69, not too bad. Gallic Hunters still have a little bit of ammo. These guys are probably getting pretty low. As soon as this Hillman breaks, you need to push that. Yeah, you need to hold this. You should probably get a Galatian Legionary in here to assist in fighting these Desert Legionaries. Yeah, it's definitely time to start bringing in big guns. At least the Chosen Swords, you know what I mean? The thing about it, everything that's in this settlement right now is going to get annihilated by these. Desert Legionnaires are just far superior to Galatian Swords and Celtic Swords. Thorough Spears 95 kills. Tribals 98, not bad. 23. This is a fresh unit coming forward. Scorpion, it looks like he apparently has been firing, but not much. We do have a heavy Numidian skirmisher back here. Persian Light Archer with 4 kills, but only 57 men left. Where are all the generals? We haven't seen either general from either faction. Say, I'm going to bet it's probably a noble spearman. And Seleucid, I'm going to say shield bearer. I would take this Chosen Sword and I would toss it up this tower. Gotta get better troops in, guys. Those Legionaries are just ripping your light infantry to shreds. Oh, my Lanta. So watch. Once again, because of a inconsistent flow of reinforcements, Chlorax are about to collapse in on this unit. And once again, here we are back at square one. Consistent reinforcements. You gotta keep your troops moving in. Chosen Sword is just getting shot by Thorough Spears. For free. Tribal Slingers 105 kills. Okay, Chosen Swords seem to be moving up. I'm not sure what the Tribal Slingers are doing. If they're out of ammo with 105 kills, that's a really bad problem. No, you were doing good. Go! Get into combat! Galatian Legionary's gonna go in. Which way are you gonna go? Go right. Go right. Now get another unit. Go left. There you go. Chosen Swords. Go left. Oh, Thorough Spears outside the gate here. Charging into Gallic Hunters. 137 kills on the Gallic Hunters. Probably out of ammo. Yeah, maybe. Chosen Sword gonna go help that. I don't know what happened to the Chosen Sword that was there originally. I think it's this one right here. He ran away. Okay, so Galatian Legionaries should be able to begin pushing through here. The Chosen Swords need to go in and back up the Celtic Warriors. Celtic Warriors are not going to beat the Galatian Legionaries. Maybe because they're a little bit healthier, they might do okay, but in the end, you need a heavier hitter to get through these units. There we go. Now the Chosen Sword comes in. Okay, Galatian Legionaries now going to eat through the Thorax Sword. Good, 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 good. Look at that. 75 kills already, guys. Hey, look at this. Chosen Sword's going up the tower. Yes. Yes. Good. Very good. What you should probably do is kind of solidify a line here. Get another unit up the tower and hit the back here. You got to stop that unit. Hit it. Thorough Spears have moved up too. We also have a healthier Desert Legionary up over here. So the Celtic Warriors and the Chosen Swords now going up against the Desert Legionaries. More units coming up the tower. Good, 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 good. Yes, this is what I like to see. All right. Just taking an overview here. Thorough Spears getting a lob over into the Chosen Swords. Now you need to try to get as much of this unit fighting here as you can. Keep pushing. Keep going. There you go. Good, 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 good. Thorough Spears, 48 kills. And now we got Gallic Hunters shooting the back of the Thorax. There has been good archer play by the attackers. Well done. Let's see, Galatian Legionnaire 143, 27 on the Chosen Sword, 52. Not sure why we're pulling back. Hellenic Cataphracts for Seleucid. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know why we just pulled units back like that. I guess maybe one of the units possibly wasn't fully fighting, so there was no point for him being in it, maybe? I'm not really sure what the Hellenic Cataphract's doing. You're just going to get yourself hurt. Charging the back of your own line is never a good thing. Don't do it. It's a waste of time. You will not do anything. Look at this. 255. 131. They ended up doing really good with their artillery.
For our ancestors. Let's go. Woden.
70 kills, 142 kills. He did lose a man. Desert Legionaries 87 out of 160. They've got 97 kills. But now we're getting into a spot where the Tribal Slingers might be starting to be able to get a little bit better vantage point for their slinging. Lots of firepower coming in here. Scorpion is also shooting. He hasn't got any kills other than the one that we saw earlier. Galatian Legionaries are just destroying this. Problem is that as they advance a little bit further, they're exposing themselves to all of this back here, which will become painful. So they got to be careful. I like that they kind of stopped for a minute. If they advance further, they could, you know, possibly get surrounded. More troops, guys. More troops. Come on. Come on. Where's your infantry? Come on. Come on. Move in. Move up at least. Gallic still going. 91 kills. Thorough Spear 77, 75 on the Thorax. It's like I said, that's the one thing that Seleucid's going to be in a little bit of a tough spot, is that they are far outclassed by the infantry of the attackers here. They really needed to make sure they got really good archer usage, really good angles, because that's the only way they were going to make that work. Their infantry just can't take on things like Galatian legionaries. Very few things can, by the way. Desert Legionaries are another really good one. Chosen Swords. Oh, hey, look. Gotta be careful. That's why you need more units in the settlement. You only have 1 to 2 units. The Persian Lights doing their best, but they just don't have, they're not, you know, not enough. They have another Persian Light here. More Thorax coming up. Maybe this is the cap point. What did I say? I think I said I thought this was the cap point. But I think this is it. Yeah, it's got the big flag. Need more units. Need more units. Both of these Chosen Swords are really weak, guys. Need more units. Bounce power is pretty dead even. Gallic's still doing well. They went from 91 to 151 now. They have a really good vantage point on these Thorax. Okay, another Galatian Legionary coming in. Both of these units are relatively healthy. That's good. Gallic Hunters coming in. I don't like throwing in, even if they're out of ammo, I don't like throwing them into combat like this. You might even be able to risk pulling in that Oathsworn at this point. Hellenic Cataphract still charging the back of his own men, not doing anything. 9 kills. See who wins this duel. Oh, somebody interrupted. Oh no, he got killed. No, he didn't. Okay. It's this guy right here. Well, he hasn't died yet, so he's doing good. Chosen Swords, Thorax, 24 kills, 102 kills. More Desert Oh man, look at this. 1, 2, 3 Desert Legionaries. Another Thorax coming in. Got Armored Numidian Riders back here. Tribal Slingers still have plenty of ammo. Look at all the death that happened from the artillery back here. Galatian Legionary is going to charge Thorax. They're going to win that. Where did they like sneak along the wall or something? How did they get back here? They must have snuck along the wall. Thorax, 45 kills. Over here is pretty well stonewalled at this point. Just trying to grind through these, the 6th units. And then there's more, and more, and more. Now, they are either out of ammo or just basically at a point where they can't really use it much anymore. Or not to the best that it could be at this point. I think they're out. So these guys have a bit. Nope. Nope. I think that is the only unit with ammunition left. Or archer, at least. Another chosen sword coming in. Hey, guess what? Helena Cataphract coming back to charge their own men again. But here, more and more Galatian legionaries. Very good. 130 kills, or 130 men, excuse me, 51 kills. This is a different Thorax. Because they've been in combat for too long for him to only have taken 3 losses. Not 100% sure why he went shield wall. Good jabby tosses, Galatian legionaries. Well done. And here's the Oathsworn. Oathsworn's going to start ripping through this. Chosen Swords, 155 kills, 142 kills. Good Dominion Lights, 198 kills. Well done. 166 on the Desert Legionaries. Got 2 units of Chosen Swords in reserve and a Galatian Legionary in reserve. I think that they are waiting for a bit more progress here before they keep pushing more here. I bet they wish their archers weren't out of ammo right now. Because if they weren't, they could get rid of a lot of this. This Galatian Legionary, 77 kills. Has grinded down that ground down, that Thorax sword quite a bit. Chosen Sword's probably going to loop in and do the same thing, but I think they're going to come this way. Oh, that's not good. Now, what he probably wants to do is probably stop that unit there. He's going to pull back? No, he's okay. He's going to charge it. I was like, I don't know why he's pulling back. It does look at this point like the defenders are fully committed. The attackers still have a couple spare units. Oathsworn now 54 kills. They've lost 9. And then we have a relatively healthy Desert Legionary now in combat. Now, if either of these sides breaks, they could have a big problem. Because there's really nothing else left to stem the flow of the attackers at this point. Now, one benefit to that would be is outside of these choke points, the cavalry could finally start getting some value. 28 kills on the Helena Cataphract. The Armored Numidian Rider has not gotten into combat yet. I'm a bit surprised that the archers aren't trying to shoot the Oathsworn. We do have the Noble Horse General of Galatia back here. Just kind of relaxing. Now the problem is he has Battle Rhythm and Second Wind, but he's not up here using them. I also have not seen the Oathsworn use his abilities yet either. I've not seen a Headhunt, I have not seen Battle Rhythm, I have not seen Second Wind. I could have missed them, but I mean, it's bright green when it does it. Usually they're pretty hard to miss. Chosen Sword, 74 kills. It looks like that Galatian Legionary finally broke. The line over here is very, very messed up. Somehow, the Desert Legionary got behind the Chosen Sword. I'm not 100% sure how. The battle is still dead even. Now it looks like finally they are starting to shoot the O-Swarm.
Get running!
And I think they've got most units in committed at this point. Small Desert Legionary, 106 men. Not small, I guess, but probably not enough to hold this position by himself. Thorax Sword.
Get running!
They are at a point where they have made a bit more progress. They're kind of at a straight-up fight on that alleyway. Sworn is kind of just backed up out of the, I think just getting out of the way of the archers or slingers that were shooting him. Got a half-strength Thorax back there. Slingers 101, 48, 104 now on the Scorpion, 38 on the other one, or the other Slinger.
Let's go! Move it!
But the balance power is beginning to shift. It was dead even about 30 seconds ago, but look at it now.
Victory for goal!
I think that the attackers are going to have just enough left to pull this one off. But it is down to not that much. They were pretty close to not having enough men to pull this off. And there is still 5 minutes left. The cavalry, if they get enough value, you know, the cavalry could pull something off crazy too. But once again, it's not by charging your own men. He did get a little bit of a side charge there, so that's not bad. 83 kills so far. He did use his trample. 91, still just not great.
Make them bleed! Got them! What do we say? Take their head! Victory for goal!
Sorry, I took my hand off the controls there for a minute. And here you can see they're just running out of troops to stop this. Yeah, I was about to say I would take the general and throw him back in over here. I think that'd be the final straw that broke the camel's back. Does anybody know where that reference or that saying comes from? Because it's a very odd saying, and I'm curious. If you know where that saying comes from, put it in the comments section. Now the armored numitting riders get involved. 98 kills on the London Cataphracts.
Well done! Move it! Warriors, move on! Back forward! Move it! Back!
Cavalry's going to get a bit more kills before this game ends, but I just don't see it being enough, unfortunately. I could be wrong. Maybe this goes wacky here in the next couple minutes, but I just don't think so. Scorpion, I don't know why they pulled it up so far. Chosen's 133 kills. Glacial Legionary's 140 kills. They've pretty much brought everything in. I would bring the cavalry gen in, because once again, you're not using your abilities. Battle Rhythm, Second Wind, use them.
For the gods!
There you go, got a Battle Rhythm from Seleucid.
Cut them down!
I think that's the first ability I've seen used other than Trample. Galatian Swords now getting into the backs of these tribal slingers.
Cut them down! Take
Oh, hey, look at that! Woo! Yeah, let's get a cheers in the comment section. We got Battle Rhythm, Head On. Yeah, woohoo! All right, now, seriously, man, yes, that's what I like to see. And this is going to be it. At this point, they basically just need to outlast the cavalry.
Move it!
You know, use shield wall when you need it, so on and so forth. Shield wall will really help absorb the impact of the charge. Try not to move too much. Okay, now Second Wind. Yeah! Woo! All right. People are going to be like, God, you're kind of a dick. But that's why everybody comes, because I'm straight up about it. I don't give BS. You know what I mean? That's one of my endearing qualities.
Make no believe! Break off!
So the Cataphract has been able to rack up some kills, 253 with 3 chevrons, not bad at all.
Go!
Armored Emitting Rider, 65 kills now.
What are we?
Noble Horse now in the settlement, though. Noble Horse is a really good cav. So is Armored Emitting Rider, though. 71, 277. There's really not much left on either side. The units that are left for the attackers are extremely low. Noble Horse kind of getting in now.
What
Armored Emitting Rider, turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Charge him. Charge, men! Charge! Yes. Good. Now, the Noble Horse is probably going to win this in the end, but the Armored Emitting Rider going out with, at least, you know, with a fight.
Another day! Break off!
Kind of surprised he didn't get more kills out of that charge. He only got 2. It was pretty solid charge. But I think that is it. All right. All right, let's go look at some kills here. Honestly, look at this. Pretty good all across the board. Really, really well done. All right, so first of all, for the attackers, we got Big Gamer with Galatia, 2330. It's Galatia. I mean, look at their infantry. Excellent. Even the Galatian swords do really well. Archer's really good, too. Nicely done. Dragonfire play. We've got 2357. Archers, you know, other than that one, did really well. 159, 2 chevrons on the Oathsworn. The Celtic Warriors just kind of got beat up because they kind of got sent to their deaths. A couple of the Chosens did pretty good. A couple of them probably should have done a little bit better. Then we have, for the defenders, Delicate 08 as Masacely, 2553, leading the whole game. It's not very often that one of the losers of the game has the most kills. So, 136 on the Scorpion. Two of the Slingers did pretty well, and the infantry all did pretty well. Now, finally, for the defenders, Seleucid, just the tip, 1,982 kills. I think, realistically, the biggest issue for Seleucid here was not overall, like, a skill thing. I honestly think it just came down to the fact that he's outmatched unit-wise, you know what I mean? The Thorax Swords and Thorough Spears are not good enough to take on things like Galatian Legionaries and Chosen Swords. So, in the end, I think that was realistically why he had kind of a little bit lower kill count here. His general did really good there, 293. Able to get some good value out of that towards the end of the fight. And, I mean, the infantry is just outmatched. But that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.